So in continuation to the previous lecture, we will be seeing the last model, that is security model. Now this security model is modular in nature of distributed system, and their openness exposes them to attack by both external and internal agents. It defines and classifies attack forms. Security model, it provides a basis for the analysis of threats, basis for design of system that are able to resist them. The security of distributed system can be achieved by securing the process and the channel used for their interaction by protecting objects that they encapsulate against unauthorized access. So the basic role of the security model is to provide the basis security of unauthorized access, and it provides the basis for the analysis of the threats, because in distributed environment there is a communication, inter-process communication. They are working at different locations, so this security model is very important. Now protecting the objects, user with access right. How you will protect the objects? By providing the access right. So such authority is called principal, that is the association of each invocation and each result with the authority on which it is issued, and that authority which uh, issues the invocation and each result, that authority is called principal. The principal may be a user or the process. As you can see from this diagram, this is the client, and this client is a principal user, that is it can issue the authority. It invocates the process. That process or will check for the access rights, and then when it passes through those rights, it can access the object or the server. This is the principal server and this is the network, and then it will again give the result. So very clearly we can see from this picture. Securing process and their interaction, securing communication over open channels, open service interface. The enemy is also called as adversary. So in this we can see the process P, it is sending a message. The enemy will have a copy of message and it will change the message to the process. So in this way the enemy can uh, change the message or put the attack on the communication channel. Threats to process, the lack of knowledge of true source of message, problem both to the server and the client side. For example, spoofing of mail servers, threats to the communication channels, threats to the privacy and integrity of the messages, uh, that can be defeated using secure channels. So how we will secure the system? By using the secure channels. Then defeating security threats, cryptography and shared secrets. Cryptography is the science to keep messages secure. In cryptography, we encrypt the processes. Encryption is the process of scumbling a message in such a way to hide its content. And then authentication, based on the shared secrets, authentication of message, that is providing the identity supplied by their senders. So in this way we can authenticate that whether it is sent by the proper sender or not. Secure channels. So this is principal A, this is process B, and it is providing a secure channel through which it reaches to the principal B or process U. What are the properties of secure channel? Each of the process knows reliably the identity of the principal on whose behalf the other process is executing. That is the reliability and identity. A secure channel ensures the privacy and integrity, that is protecting against tampering of data transmitted to it. Other possible threats from the enemy, that is denial of services. We know, in as we have seen in the computer networks also, the enemy interferes with the activity of authorized user by making excessive and pointless invocation of services or message transmission in the network, resulting in overloading of physical resources. That is, it will consume the entire bandwidth or bandwidth capacity, and then in that case the denial of services will be there. Mobile code, execution of program codes from elsewhere such as the email attachment, etc. So mobile code can be executed, and then the data can be uh, we can say corrupted. Then the uses of security model. The security model security analysis involves the construction of threat model, listing all the forms of attacks to which the system is exposed, and evaluation of risk and consequences of that. So this is what we have seen in this particular security model. So in this way we have completed all the models of the distributed system in brief manner. Thank you. In next lecture we will start with the another